Welcome to another RMSO hike. We're on a Wellsville expedition into the Wellsville Mountains. Several documented Bigfoot sightings in and around this area. Got Derek, Jenny.
Jen, you want to look at this?
I see it.
So, just pointing it out here, it's kind of skinny, but looks like it goes down and around right here, the edge of it, and you got like a hill. Part of it's actually covered up by it stepped on some of these dead leaves, dried out leaves right here. But
Jenny, will you grab this tape measure out of my backpack?
That being said, I'm going to put that at probably 14 inches from the looks of it. Okay, so just without throwing the tape, it looks like it's about 14 inches long or so. We're gonna measure it here in front of the toe here, back it's 15 and a half.
Yeah, I can see where the hill curves
inches,
around.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That matches up with one of the sets of footprints we were finding in the snow a couple of months ago.
The display of the foot, the toes, just the toes, mind you, is almost 10 inches. That's where the toes are. But it looks like it actually matted down. Looks like walking up the hill, shifted off to the left-hand side of it, walking up.
Cool, maybe we'll find more.
Hopefully. Good way to start. At least something that looks like it.
Whatever went down there, it slid, so it's really disturbed.
But that's a little bit more distinctive of what the size might have been.
This one.
And then they took a big step.
And then a big step deep down into there, and then it disappears into the
3.5, 4 foot stride right there. But going downhill. In fact, yeah, who knows.
There's the other one right there.
Oh yeah.
Down in there.
And then you lose it without actually getting down in there to look at everything.
There's the other one right there.
Kind of makes what we'd find if we walked down through there. Where it actually levels out because
it levels out and it's dry right there.
Yeah, but when this happened, it might not have been.
What are those sage hens? What are they?
Sage
There's
grouse?
A sage grouse. What was a grouse?
What'd you say? You were about to say something else.
I thought that was a quail, but it's not. It's just a robin right there on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, after you heard something similar to a quail.
No, it wasn't a quail. It was a grouse.
It was definitely a lot bigger.
And we've been hearing turkeys back here today, too.
And that was not a people sound. This actually came from up here.
Yeah, we heard a vocalization that sounded Bigfoot-like.
Absolutely.
Like almost a howl.
Yeah.
Woo-woo. Oh, I didn't even come close to doing it.
It was drawn out for a little bit longer.
I make the worst Bigfoot vocalizations ever, so I just don't really do it. Wow, it was so much thicker back in here. Look, all the ivies have died.
Well, they'll come back.
Yeah, they'll come back, but this is just usually a jungle of ivy.
Comes from both sides, though. You know?
A vocalization on each side.
Yeah.
It's like they're communicating with us between them.
Different sounds completely, actually. Huh. There's your giant twist off, snap off.
Yep, I'm pretty sure Snowload did this one.
Look how twisted it is, though. That's why I said it, or I would have never even said it.
Yep.
Jungle Jim. I'm sure that's what that was. Good looking hike. I'm going to go up around.
Derek's gonna try and flush it out. What'd you find?
It's just a big impression.
Well, you found an impression?
It's just but it's not. It's just a round. It's not anything.
Bigfooty.
No. I thought it was a rabbit hole.
Whatever it is, it just stopped. It probably just laid down in a bush somewhere, and we're not going to get him to come out unless you kick him.
Something went and hid back in there from us. So we walked back in there to check around. Derek's still in there looking for signs of whatever made the noise moving around back in there. Good Jenny found.
See. I would say
Damn, that's almost the same size as what we got earlier. That's almost 15
That's
inches.
16, isn't it? Or is it?
Well, there's a little bit of sliding from the looks
yeah.
of it.
So
It slid.
It's more about 15 inches in length.
About 15 inches
Yeah,
probably.
I think it's 15.
So, and that's the size of what we got on that other one. Was almost dead on. What's the
Can you
display
get a
of
width?
what you might be able to get out of the toes? Because the toes is what I actually could
7.
see.
7. That's normal for unsplayed toes for something about that long. 7 to 8. And then they splay them out from there sometimes for stability or whatever.
Plus it slid a little bit.
Will you point out the heel and then the toes with the tape?
Well, the front of the foot's up here,
Those are the toes?
where the toes would be, yeah. And then the heel back here. But it's kind of filled in with leaf matter.
I actually think it's smashed down on the leaves, and the leaves have been drying and fluffing up inside of it since it's, you know, since the print's been made.
Yeah, I guess because the leaves are old.
They're drying, and then the wind kind of blows and fluffs them up.
Yeah.
But you can tell they were smashed down at one point.
Whatever it was heavy enough to push all this soil out to the side. See all the soil out to the side?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
blew out the side of
it
it.
stood
It slid downhill a little bit.
and pushed all the,
It actually looked like it was going downhill.
yeah.
It looked like it's going this
Yes,
way.
it's going this
It kind of
way.
makes you wonder if you saw something up above it or down below it.
The soil is a lot harder down there, and it's got grass
It's
matter
got
in it.
vegetation.
Yeah, there's a lot of thick grass and thick
And
plant
as you
that,
could tell,
that holds
shows
everything
you,
up.
shows you up here. You got some moss and stuff too, like a little bed cushion.
That was just a great spot
Yeah.
for it to capture a footprint.
That absolutely is brand new.
Here's a new snap off. This thing has buds and stuff on it.
Yeah, it just budded.
Absolutely nothing that would have caused that to come down.
No.
Wait a minute. A little bit overturned dirt a little bit. Looks like something came down through here.
Stand under that, Derek. Derek's 5'6". So that snapped off about 7 feet
8
up.
feet, 7,
maybe
8
8.
feet. I'm really kind of curious on
That's fresh.
There's another one right there next to it. Right in the back of you, Derek. Down?
this.
Yeah? Or is that part of it?
That's,
I
that's
think
another
that's
part of it.
Oh, okay.
But
It's been ripped on in 2 different directions.
Yep.
whatever it was, looks like it almost was up here.
It looks like it had a fit because look at all the branches ripped off.
And it just looks scuffling, like something was here.
Well, it looks like it had a fit. That's all snapped off right there. This big one snapped off here. There's snap-offs all right in there. It just looks like somebody had a
You want
tan.
to get something a little bit off the wall?
What?
Turn around. Is that live? Look up. Is that live right there coming down?
Yes, it is alive.
Yeah, this one's alive.
And that's recent.
Yeah, that's recent.
So whatever was up here.
Yeah, it snapped a
literally,
bunch
it
of
was
stuff.
A display. That's what it would remind me of. Is some type of display.
Like a territorial display.
Yes. And I'm telling you, this ground up here looks like something was just. I mean, I don't see. Like I said, it's spongy.
Yeah.
But it just looks like all the grass and the ground has been overturned, even down here by where this happened.
All these snap-offs are in the same direction. They're towards the animal trail. Whatever that means.
Yes.
They're all snapped in that
fact,
direction.
In fact, all of these ones are towards the path, and that one is towards the path from the other side.
There's another one
Might be a
right there.
Right up here.
Yeah.
might be a communication to not
See?
leave the path.
Absolutely, right here, brand new.
Brand new.
Oh, it's another one.
And the ground underneath it still looks like it's all tore up.
Yep,
See? Yep, absolutely.
right there. That one's been ripped up.
And that's recent too, because it's all fresh, still living. So
Well, that's got leaves on it, actually.
I'm wondering if there's more up here. I mean,
Oh,
you got
look
some
at all-
bent overs up here.
Follow the.
It's time to take a walk. Oh, sorry, Jen.
Okay.
Look at this big long one. This looks a little different though. Actually, look at this.
It's a check for ticks day. I've been bushwhacking.
Oh,
Look at this.
this looks like This looks like last season's, but it looks like. This is weird.
This is weird. But I'm showing roots. I'm showing like the whole thing. And you got more over there.
This is thick with ivy. You think about it, in a couple more months, it's going to be hard to get back
In here.
to this little opening.
Absolutely. Remember the first time we took a big walk? Look at more.
There's more
More down
snap-ons
there.
right there. Look at the ones hanging above your head.
And these are all along the ground too.
It's like a territorial grove. It's kind of like the one that we found on the north side of Bear Lake.
I'm gonna have to say this is something we
By
probably ought to
Strawberry
take footage
Springs?
in. Bindernagel. I think this is something for you, buddy.
There's some more right there. Right there.
Just right up above us here. Yeah,
And there's older ones all through
yeah,
here.
there are.
All this is old.
And there's absolutely nothing saying one way or another on how often it's done this. Something literally was laying down,
See all the grass that's
matted down.
matted down.
And it's more than one.
This is
Look
this
how
is
big it is.
yeah.
It's a 10-foot circle.
all of this is all matted down. This happened last night because if it was any older,
It would have been.
this would be sprung back up. So this is somewhere. This is last night's bedding spot right here.
Yeah, something slept here last night. Trying to see if I can find
Might be able to see
footprint
something.
indentions.
There's Jen right there. I think that's what it looks like. Jen footprint is what I was talking about.
Yep,
So
that-
there's
I picked up
potential,
on
but
that.
it's- Actually, I was looking for hair. Something that might actually stand out as.
I see an animal trail. It goes back into there to the thicker stuff.
Yeah, right there, Kelly. You can see one coming right down through there, up over top of that log. See it?
Second, yeah.
Yeah, and it actually kind of because it curls up and around and went off that way.
Makes me wonder if the 15-inch footprints we've been finding this is where it slept.
Are those bones?
On the back side of the tree. Right there. Down on the ground. Yeah. Like a jawbone or something? Is that what that is?
Looks like a mushroom or a leaf.
That's what I just...
It's a mushroom.
Ah. Nice. I just saw the white and it looked like it actually...
That is an odd looking mushroom. I've never seen anything quite like this one. I think I'm going to take some photos. Yeah, Jenny was pointing out this mess right here.
It's
This
interesting.
mess of...
Some of them are hung upside down. Some of them are pushed up from the bottom. I don't know what it is. It just is interesting.
All over. That's hung too. Just happened to hang on that one little branch. And where's it from? Good little area.
Whatever came bedded up right there, came down through here and it stepped here, and whatever it was big enough to press down all of that grass right there. Can you see?
Point with the stick.
Right here. All of this is all matted down. It went out that way.
And you can see an actual trail.
Yeah, we're gonna follow it.
Right out, and right through
there.
right through here.
Might be a favorite bedding spot for it.
Maybe.
With all the snap-offs and stuff there.
Yeah, let's
It looks
follow
like
it.
there's multiple. Look,
Yeah, see all
look
this,
to the right.
all the vegetation
Comes right down through here,
that's all matted down.
right down and right through here.
We're going back down to the main animal trail. It's where this bisects.
Something stepped right here. See, right here. Right here.
And I'm gonna let you come through here.
Oh yeah, right through here.
Yeah, all the way right through here. You
Out.
just tell it's all matted down all the way through, and you can see it
All
just
the
by
little
the shapes
sticks
of
are
the
all
grass
snapped
and
off through
everything.
there.
is all
And mind you, we've been finding a bunch of 15-inch long footprints that are Bigfoot shaped, so it'd be nice to find
You
something
see
definitive
stuff
on
like
this trail.
this? I mean, that's another 15, about 15 inches or so.
It's, of course, it's in, you know, we can't,
It's not definitive.
no, because it's in plant matter.
But what could be the rock?
But it could lead to a definitive one.
I can't see where it came from anyway. But you got that right across the thing here. Then you got this all still broken down towards the path. New shit right here. It's all part of it that's been snapped off. All where? Everywhere you turn around, it's just continuous. So, I think something plays around here a lot. That's
There's one
my,
to your left.
A twist off too.
yeah, just my 2 cents. There's something that's always playing, something that's doing this. Oh, actually,
Those are at the top, those are
big bushes, but tell me it's not a big dark spot out of the blue. They're bushes, absolutely, but it's something that would get your attention. And the thing is it's probably going to be about that tall. Jen, because remember when we were down in Arizona?
It's up by the pine trees up there.
Right along the ridge.
It's the tree, hon.
It's a
the
tree.
hon.
It is the tree.
Okay, I
it's
thought
a
you were
tree.
seeing a dark shadow near the tree is what I
No,
thought.
I'm saying
I'm gonna
okay.
zoom in up there.
when we were down in Arizona, Jen says I got to retrain my thinking and my visuals because we're looking for a lighter tan or a light brown image instead of a real dark image like you see right there. And when I saw it, it just instantly reminded me of what Jen said, because she's got herself trained to pick out. Because you could be walking like this, just like it did for me, and the fact that you see a big dark image, no matter what the heck it is, it automatically drew my attention to it. Because I'm trained to, that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to see stuff that's out of place And on a hillside that looks like that, those look out of place. Because you got big evergreens sitting right in the middle of non-like vegetation.
Like deciduous.
Yes. Just saying. So it just stuck out. I was just pointing out a perception value.
Well, I should scan every ridge when we come back on these hikes, so that did get me to scan that ridge for anything.
We're almost through this canyon. We're almost on the other side.
Almost on the other side. So yeah.
We're getting close to the mountain peak we wanted to get to. Those rocks look purposely laid there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Take a few minutes.
I think somebody made a trail marker for sure.
That snapped off with leaves on it.
That's a pretty
Oak
fresh
brush,
one.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's not oak-shaped leaves.
What is it?
These look maple-shaped, but I'm not sure if this is maple or not. I'll have to take a picture of these leaves and check them on Google, see if I can match them up to. So I do know what they want to. Well, by the time they see this, we've probably figured it out because I've already looked it up.
Yeah, we're definitely going up. I mean, it's not steep, but it's...
It's beautiful back here. I wonder why Bigfoot lives here.
Oh, hear that? You heard it, right?
I heard something. I don't know what it was though.
Something walking through the undergrowth. I just, about 4 or 5 branches breaking. Yeah, it was easily some rope. Easily 4 or 5 branches breaking. Pointed out. It's actually a pretty uncommon sound from. How often do you actually hear?
A frog croaking up.
Yeah.
On top of a mountain?
Yeah. I mean, can you name the last time you actually heard that?
No, but we found a ton of frogs on top of Yellowstone Canyon one year up at a spring up there. There were just hundreds and hundreds of these little frogs jumping around. But they weren't making these croaking noises.
It's a bigger frog.
Yeah, it is.
There must be a spring over there.
That's why they said there's got to be a freshwater spring up there.
Frogs just don't live without water.
I don't want to climb up that hill.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot of moisture somewhere up on that hillside for him.
Well, you're right at, the end of a ridge. Because we're right up on top of it.
When we pop out on top, we might find it.
Yeah, we might.
Maybe that's why there's so many deer up here. Because there's a freshwater spring up here.
And Sasquatch sightings.
Cute.
It tells a story?
It does. That we just walked up this mountain. That gives us an idea because we're in the bottom of that valley.
Yeah.
And as for our 1,000 feet, we're closer to 3,000 feet up. From where we parked, we're about 3,000 feet in elevation. And we started at 4,600.
Yeah. About
So
4,500, I think it was.
that's the story it tells me. All right, watch the rock. Don't come back down. Yeah, it's like a little tunnel. Looks a lot more cool. Lot more cool? Does that sound right? No. Just it's cooler going back down.
That's our expedition into the Wellsville Mountains. Because of the Bigfoot sightings here, we'll be coming back from time to time to look around for Bigfoot evidence. There's two Bigfoot sightings that's in this little valley that we're in right now. One of them was on the Finding Bigfoot show, and then behind the camera on the other side, there's been two Bigfoot sightings there. And then the next ridge over, another Bigfoot sighting by a couple of grouse hunters. But the one behind you guys, a rancher saw one on his property. And then in the same little valley, a woman driving through the valley there, she saw one just last year, actually last fall, so about 8 months ago, up on the mountainside. She swears, you know, that's what it was. She saw it during a daytime drive. So we'll be back here looking for Bigfoot from time to time. I hope you guys enjoyed this expedition to the Wellsville Mountain. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.